Hey guys, I'm Ryan.
I'm Adam.
And this is Two Neighbors. Adam, what are we watching today?
All right, guys, we are back to business. We are starting off, and we apologize for taking so long to get back to it, but we're starting off on our best foot forward, and that is with some George Carlin. I think he was one of the first guys that we started doing reactions to, so we thought, hey, we're kicking it off again. Let's do some George. So this one is called Driving.
All right.
Driving. Brian likes to drive, I like to drive. He's got a lot to work. I'm sure there's a lot of subjects about driving that we're going to hear about that we'll all agree on, and he'll have an interesting perspective that will most definitely be like, yeah, that does happen.
Has to be one of the most frustrating parts of life. Like, I love driving, but you got to watch out for the other guy out there.
Yeah, or girl for that matter. So yeah, guys, before we begin, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel of Two Neighbors. It takes 2 seconds of your time. And don't forget to turn on that little bell for notifications, because we post content every single day. Sorry, I'm a little rusty.
Almost every single day.
Almost every single day. We try to. So yeah. And if you haven't already, please check out ocanswag.com, our official sponsor of Two Neighbors. USA all the way. Punch in Two Neighbors in the coupon code at checkout and you'll receive 20% off plus free shipping and pay no tax on some sweet Canadian swag. Right? Let's roll.
There's a lot of shit you have to put up with when you're driving. Like red lights. When did this bullshit start? I only noticed them about a month ago myself. And I'll be honest with you, I don't stop for them anymore. I did for about a week, didn't like it. Fuck them. I'm gone. I got no time to sit there jacking around listening to the news. You know my motto in traffic? Cop didn't see it, I didn't do it. I'm gone. Hey, I haven't hit anybody yet. Haven't hit anybody? I've had a few people behind me hit each other, but hey. That's not me, that's back there. Me, I'm gone. And I'm getting a whole lot better mileage. Especially in town. God damn, them sidewalks come in handy, don't they? Well, what are they gonna do if they catch me? Give me a ticket? You know, that's the big fear in some people's lives. Ain't this a bitch? Might get a ticket. You know how to handle a ticket by now, don't you? You gotta be firm with the policeman. Be firm with that policeman. Policemen respect strength. While he's writing out the ticket, you gotta flash him a whole lot of bad looks. Then when he's almost finished writing, reach over and grab the ticket out of his hand. Tell him you're gonna check it over for mistakes. Then when you finish reading it, crumple it up and throw it at his feet. You say, fuck you and your ticket too.
See how that goes over for you.
You asshole in a hat. Can't you see I have enough garbage on the floor of my car already? Without another worthless piece of paper from the state? I got 8 or 9 of them fucking things floating around in here. Hey. Don't I pay your salary?
Yeah, they love that one.
They like that when you're interested in the state budget. You're a public servant. Get me a glass of water.
Cheers to that.
You pin-headed prick. You're holding me up, Jack. People are waiting for me at a party. I got a trunk full of heroin. Get the fuck out of my way, will you? Tell him it's your car. Tell him it's your car and you do what you goddamn want with it. See, I own this car. My name is on the pink slip. I do what I want, and I own the highway, too. That my taxes paid for that. They're both mine. I own the highway, and I own the car. I own everything, goddammit! He'll be glad to hear that shit. That's what they like, people who know their rights. That way they don't have to read them to you on the way downtown. to the maximum security penitentiary, where you'll spend the rest of your life with no conjugal visits. Except from some big guy you don't want one from. Well, I get pissed, God damn it! There's a lot of shit you have to put up with when you're driving. Like these jogger assholes. I've killed 3 of the motherfuckers myself. 3. I have killed 3 jogger assholes. Out.
He really likes that whistle on this
I have a few more, but I don't always kill them. Sometimes I just toy with them, you know? I pull up in my car, and with my right front tire, I pull the sneaker off their heel. Of course, he can't hear me coming because he has on his Walkman. I'm wearing my Walkman today. I'm cutting the world out. Well, shit you are, asshole. They think they're gonna live longer by jogging. Not if they get near my fucking machine, they're not. You're going away! It's Michelin on Nike time! I don't know which is worse, the jogger assholes or the bicycle riding creeps. These faggots on their bicycles. And they got special little hats, you know, they have special little hats to protect their special little heads. And they all try to act grown up. These bicycle people try to act mature because they know basically they're dealing with a toy, so they try to act grown up by giving hand signals. That makes them feel adult. They give hand signals. He's going to tell me where he's going. I'll tell you where you're going. You're going 30 feet up in the fucking air is where you're going! Back on the sidewalk with the rest of the children. Does your mother tell you to keep your toys in the yard? Well, I get pissed, goddammit! There's a lot of shit you have to put up with when you're driving. Like the other cars. Have you noticed that hazard? Oh. Thousands of these other cars, many of them with people who have licenses, apparently. And they get you so fucking pissed off. Some of these people in their cars, they get you so fucking pissed off. You get so fucking pissed off, you know what I mean? Do you ever get so fucking pissed off that you forgot where you're going? Because you got behind someone who isn't going anywhere either? A man with no destination at all? And I say, step on all the pedals, maybe one of them means go! Oh, they get you pissed. I don't know where they come from, but I believe there's an automotive harassment squad that is notified when I leave the house. All right, he's leaving now. Everyone in position. And they're laying for me all along my route. Here's a guy making a U-turn in reverse. Here's a woman backing out of a bush. And each of them has a special talent. Each driver has one thing he does for you. First of all, there's the guy whose turn signal has been on since 1955.
Oh man, those guys are nuts.
Then there's his opposite. That's the guy who doesn't put his turn signal on until he's finished the turn. He's gonna tell you where he was. Then there's the guy behind you at night whose brights are on. He has his brights on in case you want to read. Well, I just happen to have a copy of Ivanhoe with me. Oh, don't they get you pissed? Don't they get you so goddamn mad sometimes when you're out there? Some of them especially. Here's one you know. Here's a feeling you'll recognize immediately. You ever been behind somebody on like a 2-lane road or something, somebody you cannot get around? You've been behind him already for like 18 minutes, and you want to get somewhere, and he's not moving at all? And you ever get so pissed off that all you want to do now is catch up with him to see what the fuck he looks like?
Yep.
You know that feeling?
Most definitely.
To drive by the this asshole.
I just want to see this cocksucker's face. Look, he looks exactly like I thought he would. Constipated! Cars to watch out for. First car is any car where the driver is also on the phone. Technology has brought us these self-important twits. You know, if phones were invisible, these guys wouldn't own them. The whole idea is for you to see the phone so you'll know he's a busy guy. I'm a busy guy. He's reaching out. That's what he'd tell you. I am reaching out. Well, reach out and jerk me off.
Angry George.
Then there's these people who want you to go ahead of them. This courtesy bullshit that's going around. See, I don't think it's real courtesy. That's why I don't like it. It's a bogus, it's a counterfeit generosity. Everybody wants me to go first. You, go ahead, please. Go. Even when I leave the house in the morning, there's a guy there at 7 a.m. waiting for me. I'm waiting for you to come out so you can go first. Go ahead, go. I think it's a post-Vietnam guilt syndrome of some kind. You know, America has lost its soul, so now it's going to save its body. It's like the fitness craze in this country. Well, it doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? Doesn't work that way. And I'm sitting in the driveway. I know I'm sitting there. I'm stuck. It looks like I'm stuck, but I'm not asking for any help. I'm not asking for anything. Just sitting there. And some yo-yo, some putz, some world-class, high-tech, state-of-the-art yo-yo who hasn't had a generous thought since St. Swithin's Day slams on his brakes, kills 3 people behind him, and doesn't ask me to go, tells me to go. You, go. Fuck you! You go! I like it here. I come here all the time. You go. Then when he goes, crash into him. And if he gets out to complain, say, hey, you said to go. Thank you all very much. Have a good
Thank you, George. Thank you, George.
Good night, Kelly. See you all later. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, another great one from the great George Carlin.
That was good, and he's spot on with some of those. Like, I have to tell you, okay, so driving in North America can be a frustrating thing.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Germany, and I always thought it's like the Autobahn is such a cool idea. It's like, you know, go as fast as you want in certain areas, and I'm like, that, you know, we should do that here. I went to Germany, and people can drive there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody drives in the passing lane. It's basically you pass someone in the passing lane.
Yep.
And if you don't, you're gonna get a Mercedes up your ass at 280 kilometers an hour.
Yep.
But people are courteous, they know how to drive, it's amazing. And then I came back and I said, all the times I said we should have an Autobahn here,
it just won't
never work.
It will never
It
work.
would be like a massive bumper car thing here, but
Yeah.
good driving in Germany. So to our German viewers, good stuff.
Good stuff, and
Yeah.
you won't see that here in Canada.
No.
It's the biggest. I've been doing a lot. I mean, as some of you know, I was up at the cottage recently, and driving to the cottage and experiencing bad drivers was so consistent. And you're right, people sit in the passing lane.
Yeah.
And it makes no bloody sense. If you're driving, stay on the right side, and then when you come up behind somebody, you go into the left-hand lane and you pass them and they get right back into it.
And
That's how
most
it
of the
works.
time they're doing it, they're doing like 2 kilometers an hour, 1 mile an hour over the speed limit. And they get right up to the other car,
Yep.
and then they sit there.
Yep.
It's like, are you kidding me?
Right,
You
and then
seriously
or
doing
they're
that?
staying in the left-hand lane. It's like, okay, 60 miles per hour is 100 kilometers an hour here. 100 kilometers is our speed limit essentially on highways. People think that if they're in the left-hand lane and they're going 120, that they can sit at 120 in the left-hand lane because they're going a little bit higher. That's the fast lane, essentially. It's not how it works.
Yeah.
Not how it works, but
Yeah.
so needless to say, guys, be good when you're driving and respect the road and others on the road. 'Cause,
Courteous.
courteous. But it is so true what George said. It's like when someone pisses you off on the road and like you're behind them.
Yeah.
The first thing you want to do is just like gun right beside them and find out what they look like.
100%.
Like me and Amanda, like anytime that happens, I'm like, I bet you this guy looks like this.
Yeah.
Or it's a girl. Or you know.
Well, I do it all the time too. And then the famous thing is when you drive by and you say where you're like, see,
Yeah,
I told you.
I told you. We're gonna get racing this. But yeah, so great set by the great George Carlin. Guys, if you have any suggestions for us, anything George Carlin or anything for that matter, please hashtag my request down below in the comment section with the URL link, and we will do our best to get to that video. Ryan, what else should these lovely people do next?
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. And when you hit that subscribe button, make sure you turn on that bell for notifications to get notified every time we post a new video.
That's it for our show today, guys. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Later, guys.